No way. We are back live. Give me a second, you guys, because we're doing something today. ah! Oh my goodness, this light sucks. Wait, I got it. So, hello guys from YouTube, hello guys from Instagram. We're doing something that I used to do all the time back in the days, which is going live. I'll be right back. Going live simultaneously. I used to go live here. Hey, Curtis. Olha, ela sabe inglês. Eu sei só um pouquinho inglês. Como fala Doritos, fala Doritos. Você troca de Insta o tempo todo. Eu nunca sei que é você, vizinho. Só você falar em Doritos. So we're going live on Instagram. Shalene is doing great, my friend. And we're going live on YouTube, even though... Are we live on YouTube? Yes, we're live on YouTube. Man, this light on YouTube sucks. I look like I'm 100 years old right here. Wait, let me do something. You bear with me. Só muda a foto. Obrigada, Lenny Flu. So, guys, we're going to be taking questions today. I did a post about, hopefully my audio is good. I have a Yeti here that I never used for YouTube. I want to see if it's good. You know, we're testing. We like to do things differently. But let me try to put some lighting here. Better, worse. Oh my goodness. You can see I didn't plan this through, but that's fine. Oh, the difference that a filter does. Ta-da! There you go. So I'm going to be looking. I'm going to take my glasses off because I don't want the reflection. You guys bear with me through, dark circles. Let me fix my hair. You know how it goes. I'm going to be doing this as we talk. So I did a post today about training frequency. And, oh, Curtis, Brazilian for life. I actually need to put my glasses on because some people commenting I can't see it. Fuck my life. At least I can't say it's because I'm getting old because I've always wore glasses. So back to the topic. Thank you, everybody, for being here on Instagram and in YouTube. It's fine that you guys are here. What, almost 2:30 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. But back to the topic. We're going to talk about training frequency. I get this question a lot, and this is not one of those things that people say on Instagram, like, "Oh, everybody's been asking me, and nobody's been asking shiz." But actually, it's something that people do ask me. Thank you, Curtis. Mwah. About my training, because every time they see me, hey Vince, thank you. I am 9 times out of 10 training legs, and I just did a post about it, and then I thought, you know what? Let me try something different, because I've been thinking about recording a video for YouTube, and I figured let me just go live and see what comes out of that, because I do have so many thoughts regarding training frequency that I would like you guys to know, and it's not necessarily the cookie cutter theory you've seen there. Of course, I abide by those, and I'm gonna try to be very discerning about what I follow for me, what I follow for my clients, and what's the difference, okay? Merry Christmas, I can't pronounce your name. So you're probably going to hear a loud noise soon. That's my dryer. It's going to buzz me saying my clothes are ready, okay? So regarding training frequency, why is it that I train legs so much? Because you've been following me for a while. You see that I'm basically, that's all I do. And the reason so is because many reasons. First one being my personal preference of my physique, of my body, is to have bigger legs and bigger butt and bigger quads, bigger hamstrings. That's my preference. That's how I like my body to be. I love being more muscular on my lower body, not as much on my upper body. So that's one. The reason why I train legs so much is because I want bigger legs than I want bigger arms. The second reason being, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? The second thing is I've been training for a while. As I said on my post, I've been training for almost 20 years. It's not, almost 20 years now, consistently. Not that I've been at the gym. I've been at the gym since I was 13, and that puts me at, oh Lord, 26 years. But I've been training consistently, lifting weights, fixing my hair, doing squats, all of that, for 18 years. Wait, this can't put my mic up. Hi guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I promise the next ones are gonna be more organized. So yeah, I trained a lot of upper body already, and I do have a certain easier time putting on muscle, if you know what I'm saying. Like my body's, I'm a mesomorph, so for me it's easier to put on muscle mass. Hey Patrick, happy new year, merry Christmas. So it's a lot easier, therefore I've already built what I want to build in my upper body. I have big enough delts, I have big enough biceps, I have a well-defined back. I don't train backs. My triceps are spot on. I really don't need bigger muscles upper body. What I do need, and I always working out, is more definition, but that comes from diet, that comes from cardio, that comes from just conditioning. It does not come from hypertrophy. That's not all. I don't want bigger shoulders. I don't want, what you guys hear from Instagram, I don't want bigger biceps. Like it's enough. I got it. Like I don't need more biceps than that. I don't need more triceps than that. You can't even see, but whoops, whoops. Therefore, I don't need to train them as hard. Should I not train them at all? No, I don't think that would be smart, because we don't train, or you shouldn't train just for hypertrophy. There's other amazing benefits from strength training that you should pursue rather than just hypertrophy. Hypertrophy is one of them. Aesthetics, meaning how you look, is one of them. It shouldn't be all of them. It shouldn't be the only reason. You should think about mobility. You should think about strength. You should think about, like functional movements that you're gonna use. Like I'll be 40 next year. I'm thinking 30 years ahead when I'm going on my plane, on my private jet. Of course, if I'm going on my private jet, I won't need to put my suitcase in here. But I might want to play with my granddaughter or my grandson and pull him up. So I need strong muscles. Therefore, because I've already have enough of a size for my upper body, I don't need to work that much on that aspect of it. So I do a session once a month or whenever I feel like it, honestly, at this stage of my life, because I don't need them to grow. I'm good. If I need them to stand out more, then I'll just lose a little bit of body fat. Make sense, everybody? Another reason why I train legs so much is because I've got to the point that I train by myself, right? So I have my trainer that every now and then when I want to get really tortured, I train with her, Carol, my beautiful Brazilian friend. She's a badass, but I don't train with her very often. So most of the times I'm training by myself. Every now and then I'll train with a friend, or no, we'll get together with some people at the gym and we'll train together. But and I try to push myself as hard as I possibly can by myself, but it doesn't always work. And I'm the first one, not just because I'm a trainer, but I'm the first one to say you do need a trainer if you want to get to your limit, because as much as I know how much I need to push and how much I can push myself, that doesn't mean I can always get to that level physically. Like say I'm doing leg extensions, and in my mind I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do 15 reps, and at 15 I know I have it in the bank to do at least 5 or 8 more. Do I do it? Not all the time, which I should. But if I had my trainer there pushing me, for sure she would go like 10 more. You have so much in your bank. So because I train by myself a lot, and when I'm training by myself, I cannot quite push me. And I've been training for a long time consistently. My muscles are very resistant. It takes a lot to get them sore. It takes a lot to get them to feel weak. It takes a lot to break down the muscle fibers enough that I feel like I need recovery. So very often I will do blocks of training, meaning I'll train 2, 3, sometimes 4 times consecutively, same muscle groups, in order to try to push them to like a very, very depleted state. And that's something that you won't see that much in like the mainstream fitness trainers, influencers, blah blah blah, because that it takes a while for you to get to that position. But if you are like me and you've been training for a while and you haven't quite seen results, and you're stagnant or you're plateauing and you really don't get any sore anymore, maybe you should try that. Try let's say for my fellas out there, you train back, but you feel nothing in your back, you're stagnant. Maybe it's the time for you to stack up at least 2 to 3 sessions of back workout consecutively and see what that does to you. For me, the latest episode that I had was now during Christmas. It was kind of like unintentional, but it worked out great. I worked out legs Saturday night. Was a mild workout. Wasn't super heavy, but it wasn't good enough. Saturday night, and then Sunday morning I did a class, which also wasn't super intense, not super heavy workout, but enough to create a lot of that lactic acid, because there was a lot of repetitions, a lot of movements, a lot of like time under tension and holds and all that. Burned my booty up. On Monday, I did a quad. I did a quad focused workout, and then I went heavy. I did squats, I did lunges, I did step downs. I did a bunch of things, and it felt great. And I thought, okay, surely this is gonna hit the spot. But then on Tuesday, which was the 24th, so like pre-carnival, my mind is a few months from now in Brazil. That's the reason I love doing live. I can't do videos that are not lives because I want to be able to do this. So pre-Christmas on the 24th, not only I knew I was gonna have a big meal at the end of the day at that night, but I also, I was feeling great. It's a slow week for me. Like not a lot of clients are out of town, so my body just rested. I've been sleeping more, and I thought I woke up on Tuesday like, you know what? My legs are not sore. I'm feeling great energy. I'm gonna hit legs again, and then I hit it like hard. I don't even remember I did leg presses, and then at this day I remember I didn't try to target anything. I just was doing like very complex movement exercise. I did leg presses, I did deadlifts, I did step downs, I did a bunch of stuff. And then yesterday, Wednesday, the 25th, I was sore. I felt amazing. I felt like my legs were heavy, were swollen. And that's the point that I'm trying to get. But because I've been training for such a long time, I can get to that with just one session. It would probably take me a good 2 hours of workout to be able to get to that level. And quite frankly, I don't have the stamina to work out super hard for 2 hours, not by myself at least. If I'm training with a friend or somebody, it's a special thing for sure. But it just on a random Tuesday, 2 hours lifting doesn't happen that often. So it just happens for me that I'm gonna have to stack up those workouts. Another thing that I talked about on the post is kind of related to this topic. You need to check your recovery speed or recovery time, for your body. Different muscles have different recovery times. Different people have different recovery times. Different seasons of your life and the same people have different recovery times. Like I said, right now I'm at a stage that I'm resting more, I'm sleeping more, I'm much more relaxed, I'm in such more peaceful state of my mind in my life. So I can recover super fast. So one workout, one day of 1 hour workout, lifting heavy for me, I might just be ready to go the next day. And maybe not that I recovered that fast, but the damage wasn't good enough, wasn't strong enough. Make sense? So because it was that workout was like micro tears, even micro. I know that's what happens when we work out, it's micro tears. But let's say to a level that didn't cause enough damage in me, I feel like not even recover, but that it wasn't enough to start a recovery process. Am I being clear? That's why I should have a script, at least. I'll have a script next time. But so if you're someone, and that happens also, like I said, in different seasons of your life. So let's say I come from a point that, let's say during summer, I wasn't working out as hard, right? So when I came back to Miami and started my normal life again, and I hit the gym, I was super sore with one workout. But why? Because I haven't been training during summer as much as I was, in a normal life. So the more untrained you are, the more recovery you need. Make sense? The more trained you are, the faster recovery you have. Make sense? And that, of course, is directly connected to your nutrition, right? People also keep asking me, what do you eat? What do you eat? It's the same thing that I've been eating for a long time, and it has been working. It's a lot of protein, and it's steak, it's pork, it's chicken, mind you, chicken thighs. I've abolished from my meal chicken breast. Why? Because I think I've eaten enough chicken breast for a lifetime when I was young and dumb and didn't know what to do. Mind you, chicken breast is a great protein source, okay? Don't think that it's not. It's a great protein source, but I just don't like the taste. I don't need to eat anymore. I can eat other things. Um, so it's a lot of protein, a lot of veggies. I carb on my meals before and after workouts. I carb my meals when I feel like I need the extra carb. I eat good carbs and I eat, thank you, Derek. And I eat not so healthy carbs, but it's because I lift freaking heavy. If it's a day that I'm not gonna be moving a lot, if I'm not lifting heavy, I'm not being active, I'm not gonna be stuffing my face with cookies. You guys know I love my cookies. But if it's a day like all those like pre-Christmas uh period that I had, yes, I was eating cookies almost every day. I've been doing some Christmas cookies for my clients and some friends. I haven't given them out a lot yet because the presents are delayed because of freaking Amazon. Just kidding, not even Amazon. Delivery is being delayed. So I think everybody's delayed with Christmas presents, right? From what I've heard, some fine. But yeah, I've been eating lots of cookies because I've been moving a lot and I've been resting a lot and my body's responding good. What was the last thing I posted about? Recovery time. What muscles you want to grow the most? You should train them more often. Uh, your capacity to create damage. And I think that's it. We have about 15 more minutes that I can be here, then I have to go. But that's it, you guys. I just challenge you, if you're trying to grow, let's talk a little bit about that. I think it's important to understand it's not just about recovery, it's about intention, right? Because you're not training thinking about recovery, you're training about thinking about the results. And the results for me at this stage of my life, yes, I'm planting the seeds for, like I said, when I'm older, I want to be fully functional. I want to be like fully independent. And praise the Lord, I will be, because I work really hard and I have consciousness of that, and I'm planting my seeds for that. I'm doing my due diligence. I have my mobility work, try to stay flexible and mobile and pain free and injury free. Thank you, Jesus. But as of for now, my whole goal is aesthetics. I want my body to look a certain way. I want my quads, my butt, my hamstrings, my abs, my upper body to look a certain way. And as I said right at the beginning of the movie, at the video, my personal preference is bigger lower body, and that's not because of the category that I compete in. That's not. I don't compete in well. Well, let me seize that. I don't try to grow my legs because I compete in wellness. I compete in wellness because that's my personal preference as a physique. Of course, genetically, I just think I'm more prone to that. Now, mind you, I competed almost 10 years of my life as a fitness category, so I can change my body if I must. Could I compete bikini? Probably not at this stage. That would take a lot. It would take a lot of destroying my muscles, which I'm not interested in doing. Could I go up? I could. Anybody can. I'll just do your due diligence, take some time to grow. But I decided to compete in wellness because that's my personal preference in physique. That's what I like. I never remember to look at this camera. I'm looking at my face. I need to look at the camera. That's what I like. Therefore, if I need or I want or I desire to build bigger quads, bigger booty, bigger hamstrings, definitely, most definitely, that's the muscles I need to work out the most. For the longest time, I even posted a reel a while ago, last week, I guess, my training split, which I follow, not 100% of the time, but that would be if I would follow like religiously, which I'll probably start doing next year, a little bit more um, organized training system, because I do plan on competing next year. What you're talking about, that boy, we're talking about training frequency right here, Frequency Debunking. Just read the title right here. Okay. And so I train legs, lower body, probably about 4 times a week, 3 to 4 times at least. And if you also, like me, would like to grow a certain body type, let's say I'm talking to my girls out there, if you're trying to grow a booty, absolutely train the heck out of that booty. I think people are so scared of overtraining. And in all reality, sorry, people are not even getting close to muscle fatigue within one training session, and they're afraid of hitting overtraining when they're not even like what's the expression say? They're not even getting close to it. Is not what I want to say. I want to say something else, but can't think of that right now. So people, if anything, especially if you're super young, if you're like 30 and below, train as much as you want, train as much as you can, train as much as your booty can take. Most likely, you will do better than worse. Most likely, you will have more benefits than bad, like a bad side effect or bad reactions, not side effect, than a bad reaction to it. I think people are so afraid of overtraining that they leave a lot in the bank. They're like, oh, I can't train that much, because my booty needs to recover, my muscles need to recover. Yes, they do. But if you're 20, you're 25, your muscles recover like this, or they should. And if they're not, you should seek for help. Thank you, Gomer. What's another thing I was going to do? There's an old video. You guys know I talk about this, maybe not as often now, but I used to talk about all the time. A lot of my training and nutrition are like my mindset, the things that I play my book for, and my whole protocol is based off is on Lane Norton's books and just theories and all his material that he has been putting on for decades. I used to follow his videos before I even thought about getting back to fitness and being a full-time trainer. When I was just starting to work out, I was just starting to like dabble in the fitness industry. So I watched all of his videos back in the days. I read all of his books. I have some of the books here with me. I actually worked on the translation for one of his books to Portuguese. Sadly, COVID hit and it never came to pass, but I know his theory to a T. And he has a very interesting quote that he says, let's say your mom or your daughter, your son got kidnapped, and the guys who kidnapped your loved one told you like, okay, we're gonna give your loved one back, but you're gonna have to do 100 squats with a 45-pound bar on your back. So just a bar. How would you? And they say you have 30 days to achieve that. How would you pursue to train that? Would you do the right methodology? Train one day, rest another one, train another day, rest another maybe two. No, you would hit that squat bar every single day. You would care less about recovery. You just keep hammering your muscles. You just mind you, that's a different goal. It's not hypertrophy based, but it's skill based. But the principle applies almost the same. If you want to develop something more, you definitely need to train it more. So I would just challenge you guys to think a little bit outside the box. If you're trying to work on a certain skill, on a certain muscle group, on a certain type of development, work that to a T. Keep hammering, keep looking for it, keep like smashing it. Think about different ways of hitting the same muscle. Do high reps, do low reps. Told you. Do high volume, do low volume, do supersets, do drop sets, do pause rest. There's so much that can be done. And if you need help with it, hire a coach. I'm here for you. Because everybody is different. The reason I train this way is because I've been training myself for quite a few years now. So I know how my body works, and I pay attention to the cues that my body keeps giving me. I don't do that at the expense of my health or of pain. No, I do this and I train this way because I'm pain free, because my health has never been better, and because my body can handle it, and I know it can, and it actually craves for more. I feel better when I move. So if you need help trying to achieve that, if you need help developing training frequency, how much should I train, what's the goal, what am I doing, hire a coach. It doesn't have to be I love to be me, but hire a coach, ask questions, seek for information. And I know there's a lot out there on the internet, and eventually you're just going to have to read it and apply it and test it and see if that works for you. If not, the reason why I know what works for me is because I've done a lot of things that don't work for me. But there's no other reason, no other way of doing that unless it's testing. Okay, guys, I have to go. I have a call now, but this was so fun. I'm definitely gonna do this more often. I'm gonna fix my background. You can see my Superwoman. I love my Superwoman. And that's it. Stay tuned for more videos. 2025 is coming. Bye, YouTube. Bye, Instagram.